What's up, Blurs? Redhood here, and today I'm riding solo. I'm gonna be talking about Godzilla vs. Kong. Y'all may have seen it on HBO Max. If you haven't, check it out, but skip straight to the fight scenes. Human story, hard pass, don't even waste your time. Um, a lot of stuff happened in both stories. The humans, King on Godzilla's side, humans on Kong's side. And before I get into that, you got your spoiler warning. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So the Godzilla human story, it makes no sense. You have to take, there's a certain amount of suspension of disbelief I can take, and with those three characters, the podcaster, the girl from the King of the Monsters movie, and one of her silly friends who was just thrown in for whatever reason, nonsense. Like, they go through this entire secret government, I don't even know if it's government, some sort of company. They don't really explain. Something called Apex. And they're just like waltzing through their like compounds one after the other with no repercussion until the very end of the movie. The Kong human story, a bit more structured, still unimportant. Did not care. That little girl was annoying me the hell and back, showing up every single time with that one tear down her left side of her face, right side, whatever. But let's talk about the fights, the only things that actually matter. First round, Godzilla won like 3 different times. I don't know how many ex machinas they had to give Kong with the plane shooting Godzilla in the back, the depth charges, or the fact Godzilla was just like, I can finish you anytime we on the water. This is my territory. And so that was the first fight. It was actually pretty well shot. I liked Kong jumping from boat to boat. That was pretty cool. He did his best given he was not on dry land. And then we get, his story when they go down into, I think they call it Hollow Earth. And I could not make heads or tails of whatever they were trying to explain there. Like, apparently that was his home. They were guessing. It turns out to be true. We see the stone statues of other Kongs down there. He finds the axe from the trailer. I think there was more than one. I could be wrong. And when he lays it in this like random hole shaped as with the axe, and it lights up, and it's a Godzilla ring. And I figured, okay, we're gonna get some actual lore drops here. Maybe Kong and Godzilla are supposed to work together somehow. They don't explain that. They just say, wow, this energy is off the charts. Don't know how they know that. They've never been to Hollow Earth. How can they register energy they don't know anything of? But movie's got a movie. And, so Kong's got his weapon. And another point to why I think they were supposed to work together, Godzilla, he gets there to where, again, another spoiler, Mecha-Godzilla is. And he can sense it. He's like, okay, I'm gonna need some help. So he like fires down into the ground or whatever. Don't know how his beam makes it all the way to Hollow Earth where they have to take a portal to get to it, but movie's got a movie. And so Kong like reverse climbs up the hole. Him and Godzilla getting one little tussle. I guess someone has to be leader for them to team up. I don't know. Didn't make sense to me. And so they fight the second time. And this axe is doing work. He stabbed Godzilla in the leg, and then he goes for the head. And I'm sad. I thought he was about to give Godzilla like some like badass looking scar on the side of his face. It did none of that. And then but it does knock Godzilla through a building. They're like, okay, round 2 goes to Kong. And I can't believe that, because Godzilla was up 10 seconds later. But they had to give Kong a win somewhere. I guess that was the best spot they could do it. But he gets one later. And so the fight resumes, and Okay, one other thing that did actually annoy me once Kong lost his axe for like a hot second. He's jumping through the city avoiding Godzilla's like atomic breath. And so to get back at him, this beam has been cutting through building after building. Godzilla picked up like some random ceiling off one of the destroyed places and is jumping. He uses this like random piece of rubble to block the beam to get close to Godzilla. And I'm like, if he could do that, why do you have to go get the axe? But whatever, they gotta give him every handicap he can, because he was not gonna win that fight, and he didn't. He got jacked up, and then Godzilla screamed in his face like, I need you to follow orders. You gotta be my backup. I'm gonna let you rest here. I'm gonna go take care of this if I can. If I can't, come help me. Godzilla needed help. And versus Mechagodzilla looked really good in this fight. He was dominating Godzilla. At least, you know, hitting him around. But I watched a lot of the older movies, and whenever Godzilla fights Mechagodzilla, it's a travesty. Like, Godzilla is bloody in like 8 different areas all over. And so, Godzilla's getting hit and hurt, but like nothing like that. And then the tailspin, if y'all watch any of the other ones, you know what that does to Godzilla in the older movies. So I was like, oh, they're actually going to do it. And then in comes Kong for the save. And with his axe, which can only get superpowered when Godzilla hits it with his atomic breath. The two of them work together. They take out Mechagodzilla. All is good. And then they staring off again. And I assume they were probably maybe gonna like do some hard cut, like, okay, the fight's not over. No, Kong drops the axe. He's like, you won, fair and square. You can go about your business. I'm gonna leave you be. And that was more or less the movie, which honestly I was bored most of it. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 out of 10. Had that tail actually done what I expected it to, it would have been a 6. But that's all I really got to say about the Godzilla movie. Nothing spectacular. Good fight scenes. I do prefer King of the Monsters, though. The human stories were, in that one, still kind of bad, but they were better. At least they've helped us inform the story. Here, I'm just left with more questions. I don't really know why Kong and them went back to Hollow Earth, but it is what it is. But thank you for listening to me rant and ramble about this movie for however long this video was. Leave a comment down below if you agreed or disagreed with anything I had to say. And check out our Twitch channel, link down in the description below. Later.